your sound is off, Rebecca.
My sound is off.
Okay. On your phone.
And it seems like your best.
I can hear me on the phone.
If you're
time to dance. So everybody who's watching, it's time to dance.
Yes, and I am not sure I know how to share from my phone while being on the computer without the audio coming through on both.
All you have to do is scroll down and there's like a share arrow. See, these are all the wonderful things you guys don't see when we're not on Facebook Live.
This is the place you can always turn to when you need a friend. The Lillian McDermott Show. To reach out to Lillian, visit her on the web at whenyouneedafriend.com. Now let's all learn together. Here's Lillian McDermott.
Hello, my listening friend. It's so nice we can meet each other on the air on this beautiful, best day ever. And for those of you who have been listening to the show for the last 7 years or just stumbled upon the show yesterday, welcome back. But if this is the first time you've stumbled upon the show, then just know I've been waiting for you. And this is the best place to go to when you need a friend. It is my commitment to provide alternative ways to heal, and it is my mission to make awareness, responsibility, and truth a part of our everyday life. And I hope you, my listening, as well as my viewing friends, because we are live on Facebook.
Yes,
so if you are driving and all of a sudden you find yourself getting to work, just shift and go to Facebook.com/Lillian's Radio Show. Lillian's Radio Show, and you will find me there, and you'll get the privilege, sometimes the wacky privilege, of listening to our on and off the air conversations. So today we're going to talk about razzle and dazzling up for the holiday season. What are the tips? So this holiday season is here, whether you like it or not. And even for people who don't wear makeup, this time could be a little bit where you want to just step it up a notch, right? And you want your skin to look radiant. You want to look beautiful. Well, we're very fortunate because, as you know, we've been able to combine. I found the perfect sponsor, the perfect marriage when it comes to makeup. I've been looking for 3 years, and in comes Keep Me Safe Organics. And the co-founders are Rebecca Black and Kelly Bono. Kelly cannot be here today because she is stuck at Disney she's literally a prisoner. I hope she's listening on friend.com. Yes. And so today we're going to be talking about the tips and tricks of the trade, because here's the thing. A lot of this flashy and sparkly and all this kind of makeup may have a lot of toxins in it. Don't know. But what's the key to looking and feeling beautiful without toxicity? How do we do this? And by the way, Keep Me Safe Organic also offers an opportunity for you to start your own business and make some incredible money. So this is going to be, taking things into your own hand, your health, your beauty, and even your finances. So because it is our sole purpose in life to give and receive love and knowledge, I am grateful that Rebecca Black is here to do just that. Welcome, Rebecca, to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show.
Thanks for having me again, Lillian. This is kind of like one of the highlights of my month. Whenever I get to join you, I get to start my mornings with you and just really share my love and my knowledge more than anything about the beauty industry. As you know, I spent 15 years behind the chair, slathering bad stuff all over my clients, but I didn't know. And so once I knew, I wanted to do better. And so Keep Me Safe is the culmination of that. So I'm so excited that we're able to offer professional quality results from the comfort of your home. And all of our products don't cause any harm to you or an unborn child.
Well, say more about that, because children are being born these days, and I've shared the statistics before, with 287 toxin. This is the umbilical cord that is attached to the child and mother. They've analyzed it, and 287 toxins. So how does that happen?
So it happens because your body is exposed to it. So let's talk about the ways that your body is exposed. So the air that you breathe, the food that you eat, and then the stuff that you put on your skin, what you're washing yourself with, what you're cleaning your house with, what makeup you're using, what sunscreen you're using, what shampoo you're using. You know, some people will be using a shampoo and conditioner and can't figure out why they keep getting acne everywhere all over their body where their hair touches. Well, it's because the shampoo and the conditioner is laced with a really thin form of oil. And so that clogs your pores and that goes right into your bloodstream. And when you're pregnant, it goes right to the baby. What goes in your blood, what goes on your body, what goes on your skin, what goes in your mouth, that goes directly to the baby. So that's how that's happening.
Wow. Wow. And so there are things we can do to kind of minimize that. And so today what we're doing was not only talking about how to look and feel beautiful for the holidays, but how to do it safely. And so Keep Me Safe Organics, for those of you who want to try this makeup, by the way, I don't think I've ever asked you about this because there's a fear when it comes to buying makeup online. What if it's not the right color? What if it's not the right texture? What if you don't like it? What happens then?
You exchange it. You do just like you do with any other store. If you buy something you don't like, you take it back and get something else.
Very good. And so this is what I love about Keep Me Safe Organics. And here's another thing. If you go to whenyouneedafriend.com and you click on to the homepage Keep Me Safe logo, you can start saving 10% on the Lillian McDermott. So on your entire purchase, 10%. So here we go. It's time not only to look beautiful, to act smarter, and feel wonderful. When we continue our conversation with Rebecca Black and on Facebook Live, go to @Lillian's Radio Show. And we're going to continue our conversation worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com, which is another way to listen. And we'll be right here waiting for you. So for those of you who are watching on Facebook Live, just know that in the comments section, you can ask your questions for Rebecca Black. Are you going to an event this weekend or for the holiday season and you would like to ask a question and how to improve? This woman knows just about everything when it comes to health and wellness, beauty. And so one of the things I want to address, and I always think about this when I spray my hair or when I put on things on my skin now, whether it's the toner or I think, what am I inhaling? Like there are so many chemicals, like for example, talc that causes cancer. There is no talc in any of your products. When did you make that decision?
From the very beginning. From the very beginning, I would never use anything that had talcum powder in it. And that's why it's not in any of our products, because it has been linked to cancer. And as my motto, as you know better, you do better. Mm-hmm. And so whenever you know that something could possibly be contaminated with something, you just don't use it. A lot of manufacturers will use different forms of parabens and glycols that you see on ingredient lists as PEGs, because they're like, well, you know, these particular ones haven't been linked, but if the possibility is there and there are other things that you can use, why not just do it smarter? Yeah. And so that is the mindset that I've approached all of our formulations with. And so like the holiday season is perfect because everybody wants to look so beautiful for holiday pictures. Mm-hmm. We are going to family gatherings. We're seeing maybe that cousin that we didn't necessarily get along with. Maybe there was something odd that happened in the family, or you haven't been around the family in quite some time and you just want to look your best because you know that these pictures are going to be floating around for years to come. Mm-hmm. And so part of that is making sure that you have beautiful skin and your makeup looks beautiful without being overstated. And so we're going to talk about some of those tips and tricks today about how we can do that.
Yes, yes. And so today, if you have any questions and you're on Facebook Live, feel free to make a comment.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959.
Yes, we can do some giveaways.
Here's Lillian.
Okay, well, welcome back to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show, where we always learn and grow together. Today's teacher is Rebecca Black. co-founder of Keep Me Safe Organics. We're so excited. But today we're going to be talking about looking radiant during the holidays and always, because we always want to look and feel the best. But even people, that don't wear makeup, I sometimes find that they're doing a little bit more, maybe just a little sparkly lip gloss or whatever it is. But today we're going to talk about how to look radiant without compromising our health and our skin and all the toxins in our body with Keep Me Safe Organics. And if you go to Lillian's radio show during the break, we're going to be talking about tips and how to really make your makeup look even more fabulous. Mm-hmm. So thank you, Rebecca Black, for being on the show today. You're so good at helping us learn and grow. So the biggest question of the day is, how can we look the most radiant during the holiday season and beyond?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So that is such a great question. And the answer truly is so simple. And it's something called SPF. We've all heard it. We've all heard that word. And that is the sun protection factor. And as we get older, starting in your 20s, believe it or not, a lot of people do not believe this, but starting in your 20s, your cells start slowing down. And when they start slowing down, this is why you get little freckles. And when you're younger, they go away super fast. But the older you get, the longer that they stay there. And that is because of the sun exposure. So my favorite type of SPF to put on every single day is my mineral foundation. And the reason that I love that more than anything else, and this isn't about wearing makeup, because this is just like a very light coating. And it matches my skin, and it helps even out just a little bit of the pinkness that I have. Mm-hmm. It is non-nanoparticle. And the reason that that's important is because mineral sunscreen is a naturally occurring mineral from the earth. And a lot of manufacturers, they shrink the particle size down so much, it becomes a nanoparticle, which is small enough to penetrate into your dermal layer, mm-hmm. which goes directly into your bloodstream. And that's a problem because titanium dioxide and zinc dioxide, those are forms of metal. They're essentially ground up forms of metal. They're an amazing barrier for the sun, UVA and UVB rays, but you got to keep them in their natural state of the non-nano form, which is what all of our foundations are. The colors that I mix together for me are Irish coffee and toasted caramel. I love, love, love the blend that this gives me. And then I put a little extra toasted caramel underneath my cheekbones. But that's what starts keeping your skin looking radiant throughout the entire year, is a very good SPF. And my SPF of choice is our mineral foundation.
So how much SPF, Rebecca, are we getting? I know that you can't, the moment you put an SPF label on the mineral, then it changes it. Why is that?
Because then it becomes a drug.
Okay.
And so the FDA considers all sunscreens a drug, and they are set to a different set of standards. So the natural SPF factor of all of our loose foundations, mm-hmm. and even our eyeshadows, because they have the titanium dioxide and mm-hmm. the zinc oxide in them as well, it is 15 to 20. So it is a great everyday lightweight. That's why we're not looking cakey. Because some mineral sunscreens, you hear that, and some people are like, oh, all they think of is like the 1980s with the big white or blue or green mm-hmm. streak on the nose. And in the past, that has been the case. But whenever you use it in the mineral form like this, it's so lightweight, it's so breathable, non-comedogenic, and it protects you against those harmful UVA and UVB rays.
Ironically enough, as I'm listening to you, there is this hypocrisy about SPF when it comes to making it a drug. If you mm-hmm. label it onto but here's the thing, with the experts that have been on the show, they talk about how these products that we use on our skin as SPF contain a lot of these toxins and chemicals that cause cancer. Mm-hmm. Would you like mm-hmm. to add anything about that? Can you add anything about that?
Well, here's what I can add about that. I encourage everyone to just do a quick Google search and just type in Hawaii sunscreen regulations.
Mm-hmm.
So Hawaii is really the first state in the United States who is saying, if you're on our island and you're getting in our water, you're not allowed to use any sunscreens that contain a certain number of ingredients. And that is because it is killing their coral reef. Their coral reef is not reproducing because the DNA of the coral reef is damaged, and they have linked it to the sunscreens. And so that's really kind of what I have to share about that. So it truly is a drug. You know, it's causing something to be altered.
Yeah, it is. And one of the things that you would have been proud of me, and when I asked this question, I thought of you. Yesterday we did a show with Sovereign Silver and how silver helps build your immune system. And they were talking about nano quality colloidal silver. So, so of course I've heard you say you don't want a nano product on your skin, but I asked the question, and that was just for you, for Keep Me Safe Organics, which is you say not to use the nano products or particles, but with colloidal silver and sovereign silver, that's important because it does go and penetrates into the system. So what he said, which was so beautifully said, was when you're talking about nanoparticles, if it's synthetic or a chemical, then you don't want it in your body. But if it's natural and it's naturally occurring, then that's when it's okay. So when it comes to your products, you're saying that you want it to be in a place where it's going to stay on your skin and you don't want it to penetrate. But these naturally occurring with the silver, which is a mineral on your skin. So with that in mind, with the foundation, tell me again how important this foundation is. All natural, and so we're safe with this. What are some of the? Okay, go ahead.
So we're talking about medical benefits of colloidal silver, which is not in any of our products.
Correct.
We are skincare, cosmetics, and personal care. We are the topical form of thing, and he's doing an internal thing. So it's really apples and oranges.
Correct. But the word nano can be confusing because here it's okay to do it, but on makeup it's not okay to do it.
Yeah, because with makeup, what are you putting makeup on your skin for? You're putting makeup on your skin as an extra barrier. Well, you need to see the barrier. You're using makeup to give yourself a beautiful smoky eye, to stain your lips, to define those cheekbones. You're washing your skin to get something off. So you don't need it and you don't want it small enough to go into your skin. You need it to get what's on the surface off, or to camouflage or protect that surface. So you need it to stay on top of your surface.
Yes. So the word nano isn't the same depending on what the product is, because you see, okay, it's good to have a nano silver, but it's not good to have nano particles in your makeup. So
correct.
We need to just differentiate the two and know that the two are different because they're different kinds of products. So as we are looking at putting on SPF, what are some of the chemicals that we do? Because I was told that by a dermatologist ahead of their time that if you're going to use sunscreen, the only two products that you want are titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, it's nice to know those are the only two products that are in the foundation for Keep Me Safe Organics. Would you like to share more about these two products?
Yes, and that's why we absolutely love using these. I do notice that every time that I've ever had these on, I do not get sunburned, and I'm still a hat wearer just because I'm extremely fair skinned. And I will burn with like 30 minutes of sun exposure. So they're so lightweight, but they protect so well. And you're absolutely right, Lillian. We don't put any fillers in there because we want people to experience the true beauty of nature as God intended us to enjoy it and to really enhance our natural beauty, but protect it for years to come. So we are glowing throughout the entire year. And then during the holiday season, we can just take it up a notch with like a little smoky eye, or just like pop that lip up, or, you know, do a little bit of contour. So it's protecting our skin throughout the entire year. And then as the holiday season approaches, it looks the best. And then we just have to add 1 or 2 more things for those holiday photos that everyone wants to take.
Very good. And you know what I love about Keep Me Safe Organics is it doesn't rub off.
No.
You know how many times in my life, and with these expensive foundations that I would, because I wanted such good coverage, because I have a condition called melasma that is fading away. It's amazing. I took off the silver in my mouth, the amalgam, the mercury in my mouth, and I started using Keep Me Safe Organics. And all of a sudden, my skin tone is becoming more and more even. I'm not making that as a claim for everybody else, but at least this is what I'm experiencing with Keep Me Safe Organics. But how about the neck? How do you protect the neck? Because when I was 26 years old, I was told by a 56-year-old, so keep in mind she was like almost twice my age, that to remember my neck. Always put sunscreen on your neck. How do you suggest? Do you put it on your neck too, the foundation? What do you do?
I do. So actually every single morning, whenever I am getting ready, I take a little bit of the mud, because I am a side sleeper. And so I notice that I have like little skin indentations there. So every morning, whenever I get up, I take the mud and rub it on after my shower. Really? And then I spritz a little bit of the toner on there. And then I put the squalane serum on my neck. And then after I've done putting on my makeup, I dip my brush in just a little bit more, and then just give it like a light little sweep for that light SPF protection across my neck, so that I am preventing any future damage, and I am treating what's already there with the mud, the toner, and the serum. So I like to double whammy it. I like to prevent with the sunscreen, and then I like to treat what's already there with the topical application.
And you do that every morning?
Yeah.
And okay, so do you remove it? Do you remove the mud, or do you just let it dry?
No, I let it dry, and then I just take a damp cloth and wipe it off.
Good, because I was beginning to think I was going to look like the Grinch. So this is so you'd remove the mud. Okay, that's so important, because you would have seen me next week. When you see me, I would have had mud all over my neck.
Yes, too funny. Too funny. No, yes, take the mud off.
Okay, so today I want to encourage you to go to whenyouneedafriend.com, hit the button Keep Me Safe Organics. You have everything to gain. You try the colors that you think, because we're drawn to what we love. And I am a caramel, and we did an event over at the beauty bar at Keep Me Safe Organics, and I think most of us were caramel. So when in doubt, be a caramel today. And we're going to continue our conversation. By the way, your order, all of it, 10% off all your entire order. Go to whenyouneedafriend.com and enter code Lily10. I think that's what it is, right? Lily10?
Yes.
And get 10% off your order. Start healing your skin and looking radiant. And when we return, we're going to continue our conversation with Rebecca Black, and off the air at Facebook Live at Lillian's radio show. So join us there. We'll be right here waiting for you. Are you counting it down?
Count it down. Count it down.
You
I love it.
Very, very, you were born for radio, lady.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And
no, I always feel so
the
awkward and so clunky. I'm like, are my eyes looking in the right direction?
No, you're doing great. You're natural. Hey, that's not. So for those of you who are watching on Facebook Live, I want to welcome you. And if you have any questions for Rebecca, I am stunned. Just go ahead and put it on the comment section, and then I'll read it to Rebecca. But I am stunned about the mud. I've never put mud on my neck.
Lillian, you want to know something really funny? The first time that I ever put the mud on my neck, I'm like, ooh, it's really, really kind of like stinging. And so it took me back to when I used to get oxygen facials with something called the Sensi Peel. What it is, I'm not really sure, but I haven't had to do those since I have been using our skincare religiously. And But when I took it off, let me please tell you how firm my skin felt and how it was so tight and it was so smooth.
I am not washing it off. I'm telling you right now, I'm not washing it off. How many of you want to try Keep Me Safe Organics? Yes.
Listen, you might look like you got a dirty neck. You know, your mom always told you, or at least mine did, you better wash your neck. Get that we called it the turnip. You got that turnip ring around your neck. It would get stuck in your little necklines. And so it does look like that. But I'm telling you, so the line on the left side of my shoulder here is almost completely gone, and I'm a right side sleeper. So it'll take a little bit more time for that one to go away. So I'm trying to change my sleep position for that as well. But again, it's about prevention and treatment. You can get the effects of laser with long-term use of the products without the downtime of laser and having to do the really extreme ones that burn your entire layer of skin off, all 7 layers of them, actually.
7 layers of skin.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. And so you started talking about the 10% off, and I would like for you to mention this when we go back live too. We're actually in our 12 days of Christmas specials. And so whenever they're adding, we do like a buy something, get something, you know, and so like right now, one of our 12 days is to buy a foundation and then get the palette that I have on right now. This palette is regularly $50. It is on sale right now with the purchase of any foundation for $15, $15. Yes. So we have 12 days of Christmas giveaways, and each one runs for like 2 to 3 days. So either today or tomorrow is the last day for the buy the foundation, get the palette for $15. So I definitely want to mention that back on the air.
Yes, absolutely. So today, so when you go to whenyouneedafriend.com and click on that, even though they're going to get 10% off, they can still participate on that?
Yes, they can. So what they would do is they would add their foundation of their choice to their cart. They would click begin checkout, and then they're going to get a little notice that says, congratulations, your purchase qualifies you to receive a reward. And you will get to choose between this black palette, which is my favorite.
Look at the color. Yeah.
So
that's really sparkly. That's really sparkly.
But it's not sparkly on every one. It's so sheer and so illuminating. Mm-hmm. It's really, really, really beautiful. And then the Mommy and Me, which is a pink color, and it has more of a blue color in there, and a little bit of a deeper pink, which is a great blush. So they're 2 completely different palettes, but they're only $15. And like I said, their regular price is $50.
Very good. That's good. Okay, so repeat all of that when we're back on the air. And for those of you who would like to, I don't know how to, I'm doing here. I was listening to you, but at the same time, I was starting a watch party. Did you know that you can do a watch party?
What's a watch party? I've never even heard of it.
I'm just playing with it. So Ashley, if you're watching, you may want to do that. So it just is pretty cool. I don't know how you do it, but this is fun. I need to go back to. Oops.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show, where we always learn and grow together. Today's teacher is Rebecca Black of Keep Me Safe Organics, and we are talking about how to look radiant for the holidays and beyond. And for those of you who have never gone on to whenyouneedafriend.com, this is where you get to save some money. So we're going to talk about a really, really great special deal that Keep Me Safe Organics is running, plus getting 10% off when you enter Lily10 on your final purchase. You'll get even 10% more. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But for now, I want you to know that this is a place where we learn and grow together. What does that look like to you is different than how it looks like to me, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be the same. So that's why we have different topics. We talk about health, wellness, mind, body, spirit, careers, finances. So everything that you can imagine that creates the whole person. We're more than just a career woman or a man. We're more than just parents, or we're more than just lovers. We are people that have needs of different kinds, mind, body, spirit. So this is where we take ownership, and this is where we start the conversation of the things we don't know we don't know. Things that supported us as children may not support us today. And so it's time to learn a new truth and grow. And this is where we go to have these conversations is whenyouneedafriend.com. So while you're there, I ask that you please become a subscriber at whenyouneedafriend.com. But while you're there, play with the little buttons, because those little buttons for social media will take you to my Facebook, my Instagram, or Twitter, or YouTube. So subscribe, follow, and like all those, so that when they have deals or when we have a Facebook Live, you'll be notified. And there's so many different ways that we can learn and grow together. While you are at whenyouneedafriend.com, I ask that you also check out my sponsors. And you'll see my sponsors, because you'll see the buttons of the sponsors as well. Figure out how you can support our sponsors with, like, Keep Me Safe Organics is one, Liberty Health Share, and all the other ones that you see on my banners are others that are very important to me and to the show. So if you can support them the way they're supporting the show, I would so appreciate it. Again, if you're a podcast kind of person, you don't want to see me, then you can go to my podcast, iTunes, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spotify, and then some. And you can always call 407-373-5959. And that's where we learn this new truth. That is, if you have a question, a comment, and today, if you have any questions for Rebecca Black, she is our expert that will help us heal our skin as well as our budget. Because this makeup is so affordable. And it's just not makeup, it's cleansers as well. I have changed my entire cleansing product line, and I owe it to you, Rebecca. Thank you so much for being such a friend of the show. I appreciate you.
No, and I appreciate you. And whenever you first came in, and you were telling me about your melasma and the struggle and the steps that you had taken for that, just like I had mentioned previously, there's treating and then there's preventing. Mm-hmm. And so you had done some treatments for melasma. So it's like, but how do we prevent it from coming back in the future? What can we do topically to help? And so that's part of our skincare, with evening out the hyperpigmentation of that, because it's like little bursts of melanin underneath the skin. Hormones can cause that. A lot of people get that during pregnancy. Mm-hmm. But it's also free radical exposure. So one of the big things in preventing melasma is, again, it's the SPF, but it's antioxidants. Antioxidants like vitamins A, C, and E that are naturally occurring in almost all of the botanical extracts that we use in our skincare. So you're treating your skin with it, and then you're protecting your skin with the makeup to prevent those extra free radicals from the sun's rays. And that has always been my heart behind the products, is that I want stuff that gives salon quality, professional, photo ready makeup, facial esthetician quality skincare products that you can use in your hair as well. You can use them all over your body that reveal the best version of your skin that is possible.
Yeah. And, I'll be honest with you, that first conversation that you and I had, I really didn't think it was going to be possible to work together. And I was very honest with you. I said, if it doesn't meet my goals and my criteria, if I don't use it myself, I am not going to encourage others to use it either. And you were really sweet about it. You didn't say, well, I don't even want to work with you. You said, just try it. Just try it. Mm-hmm. And I remember thinking, well, this is really thin. This is really light. Will it do the trick? And not only did it do the trick for me, but it also helped me blend the spots that I have been my whole life hiding behind, and the thick makeup and the chemicals. But what did the trick for me was removing my amalgam, so removing the mercury from my body. That was the first step, and that was a huge step for me. That was about 3 years ago. But although my skin got a little lighter, it didn't start lightening up as well as it has now, as it does now, until I started using Keep Me Safe Organics. Again, I'm not making claims. This is my experience. And so the makeup, the foundation, you can make it as light or as thick as you want. And I make it so light and I feel comfortable. I don't feel like I need to hide behind a mask anymore. So thank you so much. Well done, Miss Rebecca, because this is really very important to me. So let's talk about, Keep Me Safe Organics and the mission to make things so that it's healing to the body. I don't even know if that's a terminology, because there's so many things that you cannot say. You can say, this SPF is protecting your skin, and it has all these chemicals and toxins in it that are killing the reefs, like you said, in Hawaii, but yet they're not telling you that it's really not. It's damaging the skin. What else is damaging our skin, Rebecca, that would keep us from looking radiant for the holidays or beyond?
So again, it's those the free radicals. The air that we're breathing, the sun itself is a beautiful thing. You need about 15 to 20 minutes of vitamin D a day. You go out there, you get that vitamin D. It's beautiful, but you stay too long in the sun and it's going to begin breaking down that barrier. The dryness and the dullness that you experience, that's because your body is not hydrated. So drinking more alkaline water, using super hydrating facial oils like the squalane serum and the whipped citrus moisturizer that are lightweight, that penetrate into the skin to plump it back up. And so that is truly the secret to keeping your skin safe. It's to give it the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that it needs, and also the proper amount of moisture. And our face, our arms, our hands, and our necks, they get the most amount because that is what we expose the most in our clothing. A lot of people walk around with long sleeves on all day. I remember my grandfather, he was a farmer. He always had on long sleeves when he was out there working, and his hands had the most beautiful age spots all over them from his years of hard work out there. And he never put sunscreen on them. But now we know better. We know better. And so it's just a little light dusting to really protect that skin and to hydrate it, keep it plump, keep it firm, and then protect it against future damage.
Very good. Very good. So now that we're protecting our skin and we're doing everything we possibly can with your cleansers, let's talk about the cleansing line, the importance. Now, when a long time ago, because I love makeup, I really do. I've always liked it. And I've always protected my skin. I don't know why. I think my Aunt Lucy was the one that taught me that you never go to bed without washing your face. But then when I was with Mary Kay, I told you that a long time ago when Mary Kay was like a home business where you could make your own money, and my kids were little, and I mixed the two. I love, but they taught me that if you go to bed without washing and cleansing your skin, it's the equivalent of aging 14 days. Is that true? Is that?
Yes, that's so true, because all that dirt and all that grime and all the environmental EMFs, all the cell phone exposure, it is stuck on that layer of makeup and the oil that your body has produced throughout the day. So as you go to sleep, your cells go into a repair cycle. They're trying to repair themselves, and all they have to pull from is what's on the top of that surface. So if you don't clean it and they're pulling dirt back in there, you're done.
Yes. So real quick, let's talk about the special with Keep Me Safe Organics for the holidays.
Okay, so one of our 12 days of Christmas, we do a new special every single day. Our special right now is to buy a foundation, and you receive a palette of your choice for $15. The regular price on these is $50, and so we are doing these as a special for $15. So you add a foundation to your cart, you click checkout, it'll say you've qualified for a special, and then you add this to the cart, and then you get to go.
And not only do you get it for $15, but when you go to whenyouneedafriend.com, enter the code Lily10 and you get 10% off of that. So it's a win-win all the way around. I want to encourage you to go to whenyouneedafriend.com, click onto the Keep Me Safe banner, and start saving and protecting your skin right away. And while we're on the break, we're going to talk about little tips on how to put on makeup and Razzle-Dazzle. When we return with Rebecca Black at whenyouneedafriend.com, we'll be right here waiting for you. Join us at Facebook Live at Lillian's radio show. Okay, here we go. So, do you have any makeup? Let's talk about the brushes. Look at this. And I wash them all the time. I love these brushes. And this is my latest brush right here, so I haven't used it yet. And these are my tools. I used to have like a bajillion, and I spent so much money on my brushes, and this is all I use.
Yes. Look, have you gotten our brand new baby?
No.
You need the brand new baby. Look,
I'm going in there today. I'm going to stop in today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be there after I'm done here. I'm going to pick up my sweet granny. She's here from Alabama, and I love having her in the beauty bar, and everybody has adopted her as their granny too.
Aww.
And it's so sweet. It just makes my heart so full to be able to get to spend that time with her. And she's in there. She helps us label. She helps us clean stuff up. And she's been back there helping with soaps and labeling deodorants. And it's such a precious time.
What a family function here. A family.
Yes.
And the beauty bar, go ahead. It's 525 Gus
Hip Boulevard. We are right beside the Coastal Animal Hospital.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, so you see the Coastal Animal Hospital. We are right next door, and we are closest to the road.
And if somebody wants to go there, and do you put some makeup on them, or if they want to learn more about the products, can they go there to the beauty bar?
Yes. So yes, they can.
They need an appointment?
If they're wanting one-on-one attention, we definitely need to schedule that time and make sure, because we're just in a very big season of growth. And so getting the orders out that people have placed, because we're servicing 46 states.
Wow.
So getting all of those orders out in a day and age where we compete with Amazon Prime and that 2-day shipping, and that day and age, getting our orders out is priority. Yeah. But we also want to provide such high service to people, and we want to make sure that anyone who wants to come in and learn more about the product is given the amount of time, effort, and energy that they deserve.
Yes, absolutely.
So appointments are preferred.
Okay, so let's talk about your brushes.
Yes. Okay, so these brushes. Okay, so let's start with this little flat blending brush here. So our brushes are designed specifically for loose minerals. And so that is why they look a little bit different than the brushes you probably already have in your makeup bag. One of our 12 Days of Christmas is also a brush bundle. And I think you get all 4 of our brushes.
No way. Lillian, for how much?
You get them for $39.
Wow.
All 4 brushes for $39. I only have 3 of them out here right now, but
I got this one.
Yep.
I got the angled. I love this one.
Yes, me too.
I love this one. And I love this one.
Me too. I love them all. Yes, I love them all. And I added this to the collection because we have people who have like hooded eyes.
This is our last dance, Rebecca Black.
It's the last dance.
It's our last dance. But we can talk afterwards. We'll do a makeup tutorial.
You can text Lillian.
How about that right after the show?
Okay.
373-595.
Is that okay with all of you? Karen, thank you for watching.
Here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show, where we have people watching us on Facebook Live. Go to @Lillian's Radio Show. And after the show, we're going to have a makeup tutorial by Rebecca Black, our teacher today of Keep Me Safe Organics. Now, they're doing the 12 Days of Christmas, and you can buy anything you want. But if you qualify, what is the minimum product purchase, Miss Rebecca Black?
So the minimum product, we have so many specials going on. I get them a little confused. Okay. So I think that today today we did the spend $50.
Okay.
And you get an eyeshadow for $5, I believe. I believe that's today's special.
Wow.
And then yesterday's special, or maybe it was the day before, was buy a foundation and you get one of our palettes for $15. So
can we go back and say, well, I didn't know about yesterday and I want yesterday's special?
Yes. So all of our specials are programmed to run 2 to 3 days. So what I'm going to do for you, Lillian, is I'm going to send you the pictures, the little flyers of the day 1, the day 2, the day 3, because we're only 3 days in. So I believe that all the specials that we have released so far, some of them may be expiring today or tomorrow.
Ooh, so
but I'll
for
make
those
sure I
of
get you
who want to take advantage of the specials plus the 10% off, need to go to whenyouneedafriend.com. Whenyouneedafriend.com, click on the Keep Me Safe Organics logo and go and experience this beautiful. And you can return things until this is worldwide. So anywhere in the world, if you're listening to me on Facebook or YouTube, you're welcome to try and experience this. And is it money back guarantee?
We do a 100% product exchange.
Okay.
Dollar for dollar. We do a product exchange.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so with that in mind, let's talk about the special for the first day of Christmas.
Okay. Now my brain wasn't prepared for that one.
Okay, well then, you know
what I'm going to do in the comment section on the Facebook Live.
Okay.
I'll put the 12 days of Christmas, each individual one out there.
Okay.
So that everyone can see right here on this thread, and then everyone is in the know. And then all they're going to do is add the full priced item to their cart, and then they will be able to redeem the specials.
And Lily 10 will get you 10% off your entire purchase. Where else can you get this? Anywhere else? Nowhere. Okay, so let's talk about the application. Some of the things that we, as you know, with men, Keep Me Safe Organics is great for you because men, you need to have beautiful skin. You don't normally wear makeup. Not all of you wear makeup. Some of you wear makeup, but that's okay too. No judgment on that one. So you can decide but cleansing your skin, that's where beauty begins. So then what are the next tools that we need for making our skin even look better with the makeup and foundations?
Yes. So once you cleanse your skin, you want to put some antioxidants on there that have those vitamins A, C, and E, like the serum on there.
I love the squalane.
Yes, me too. So whenever you go to sleep, your cells, they're really purified, and then they're pulling all of the antioxidants. They're breaking down all the antioxidants that you have fed them with. And then when you get up in the morning and you're fixing to face the day, it is important to protect your skin against the day's harmful UVA and UVB rays. Those are the number one thing that cause our aging. Yes, so my SPF of choice is our mineral foundation. Mm-hmm. And so whenever you're going throughout the day, you want to really, really, really protect. And so I love to apply our minerals with our brushes. And like I said on break on the Facebook Live, is that our brushes, they look different than other brushes you probably have in your makeup bag already. But the reason for that is because our brushes are designed specifically for our minerals. Mm-hmm. They are more densely packed. There's a lot more of them. They saturate. There's a lot more of the bristles so that the minerals can really, really, really get in there. This is our newest brush right here. It is a dual-ended brow and eyeliner brush on the orange end.
I love that.
And then this is for like the most beautiful smudged eyeliner look. You know, like right under there if you're trying to smudge along your lash line there. And then even those that have smaller eye surfaces or hooded eyes, this is so perfect for creating that depth and the optical illusion to open up that eye and to really give the eye more space.
What is a hooded eye? You've mentioned that a couple times, and every time you say it, I go, what?
Yes. Okay. So a hooded eye is where your eyelid skin right underneath your brow bone actually comes over.
I see. Okay.
And so it rests on top of your eyelid. So you don't have a whole lot of real estate between that that skin that's there and the brow structure.
Yeah.
So it's hooded. You don't really see your eyelid. It's almost like the hood of a car. It covers
Got it.
the eyelid.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So that's what the hooded eye is.
So your brushes help with hooded eyes.
They
I've
help
learned
you
a new
put your makeup
terminology
on.
today. Hooded eyes. Okay.
Yes.
So then what is the trick to a hooded eye? How do we make our eye look refreshed?
So in the hooded eye, you have to illuminate the skin that is there. So you're actually using smaller, that's why this brush is smaller. You use smaller placement of the minerals. For someone like myself and yourself, we have nice open eyes with a lot of real estate. So we are able to use more of the blending brush that is right here. That is both of our absolute favorite. It is our brush crush. That is it. But for people with hooded eyes, you need to put it more on, you need to put your darker color on the outside and then a little bit on the inside, and then keep that lightness right there in the center of it. So it gives that optical illusion that your eye is more open. So those are just some tips and tricks that I teach on.
What about lining? Because you're going to be using the mineral eyeshadows to line your eyes. What's the trick? Because some people line the bottom, some people line the top and the bottom, some people just line the top. What is acceptable?
Lillian, whatever. This is one of my sayings from the South. Whatever tickles your pickle with the liner. I mean, really, whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
For me personally, I am on the rare occasion that I do wear eyeliner. I do my bottom wet line and then I smudge underneath. If I were doing your makeup, Lillian, I would do your top and your bottom.
Yeah.
And that's just because my lashes are longer than yours.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have lash extensions on. I had to get a little boost, you know. Had to fill up those little flat tires. So I have lash extensions on. So that's why I don't wear top liner, because my lash line is already defined. So it really is whatever works for you. But I do love using this for the liner.
Mine just broke. I'm so looking forward to getting that.
Yes, because it's so soft and it's so smooth. And when I'm doing liner with this brush, what I do is I give it just a little bit of a spritz with the toner for that little bit of liquid, and then I dip it in the mineral of choice. Today I have on hot chocolate underneath my eye. And so I swept the hot chocolate on my wet lower line. And the wet line is the flat part there that touches your eye.
Oh, that's a wet line? Okay, so you do that there too?
Yep. And then I did the hot chocolate on the little loose end there, and then just pounced it right underneath that wet line all along my lash line. So I'll be showing how to do that in the after Facebook show.
Okay, so we're going to encourage you, go to whenyounneedafriend.com, and there's so many toxins and chemicals that we lock up in our cabinets to keep our children safe, and then we slather all the chemicals in our body that we don't even know that they're harmful for us. So I want to encourage you to go to whenyounneedafriend.com, and I would never put my name behind this if I didn't feel that I would use it myself. And so I want to encourage you to whenyounneedafriend.com, find out what the deal of the day is or for the season, and go for it. 10% off of that too. Enter Lily Code 10. Rebecca Black, I'm excited that after the show, we're going to do a makeup tutorial. And so join us on Facebook. So thank you so much for being on the air with me today, Rebecca. And I'm looking forward to sprucing it up and razzle-dazzling for this holiday season. So thank you. And to you, my listening friend, it's time. You know what? Let's just live it up. This is Lillian McDermott wishing you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever. Yay. Okay, so now that we're done with the radio show, we are going to do a tutorial. So do you have, because I've got, look at all these beautiful colors.
Yes.
All in a bag.
Gosh.
These are so beautiful. Which one are you going to do? The hot chocolate?
I'm going to be doing hot chocolate. So it comes in this beautiful little square pot.
Okay.
and it is the most amazing neutral brown.
Okay.
And we are going to do just a tiny little dab of moisture on that brush, the tip there, because I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful wet line.
So if you guys, Deidre, thank you for watching today or making a comment.
Hey, Deidre.
Karen, thank you so much for making a comment. For those of you who are watching and you have any questions for our expert, Rebecca Black of Keep Me Safe Organics, you're welcome to add whatever you want and we'll take care of it right now. We're going to be on for like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes. Yep.
Okay.
This is just like whenever you see professional photos, you notice that people's eyes are just totally popped. And the reason that the eyes become the focal point of most professional photography is because of the way that the eye is lined.
Okay.
And a lot of that secret sauce happens on this little tutorial here, which is the lower line, the wet line, with a little bit of smudging. So again,
I stopped doing the wet line, what you call the wet line. I stopped doing that because I was told that made your eye look smaller. So that was what makes your eye pop.
It makes your eye pop. And again, I only do this whenever I'm doing photos.
Oh,
like
okay.
Professional photos.
Not every day. This is not every day. This is like going to a party, razzle-dazzling it.
Razzle-dazzle. We are in the holiday season. Listen, we are pulling out all the stops. We are shooting firecrackers. We want to look the best we can look in these pictures. Okay. So my way of doing that is to really, really, really bring that eye forward with this particular eyeliner look. So again, I'm going to be using hot chocolate. It is a beautiful medium brown. It's a very nice neutral color.
Okay.
And I don't have a mirror in front of me. I'm only using what I can see of myself here inside of this camera. Okay. So I have a tiny bit of moisture on the tip of the brush.
And the moisture comes from the toner, which I love this toner. I really do.
Yes. Yep. So you just dip a little bit in there, and then the tips of this brush become brown because I have dipped it inside of the mineral.
You know what I do? I put the makeup on the lid.
The lid. Yep.
Yes.
So that's my second step. I put it on the lid second. And so I get a nice saturation there. And let's just move down here. Okay. So I just gently, only using gentle pressure. You don't want to pull very heavily on there. You can use your ring finger. It uses the least amount of pressure. And then you just stick this right on that wet line right there. And then just very gentle pressure all the way across. And so it creates just the slightest amount of depth right there.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes. So you're going to do that on both sides here. And 1, 2, 3. One side you will find is probably easier than the other, and it does tickle a little bit. So if your eyes water during this process, it is completely
It's your body
normal.
saying intruder alert, intruder alert.
Intruder alert. Like, what are you doing to me? Like, and you're like, listen, we're looking good for pictures. That's what we're doing. We're looking good for pictures.
And we're doing it while keeping ourselves safe, right?
Yes, for sure, for sure. And then so now that we have that wet line done, the next thing we want to do is just a little bit of smudging. So we're going to switch to the smaller, fluffier end of this brand new dual-ended eyeshadow brush. And we're going to do the pick and pounce technique. So the pick and pounce technique is where you pick up the minerals with the brush. So you'll notice you have a little coagulation down there, a little clump, and then you're just going to pounce it off until it stops falling. Then you're going to pick up that lid again, and then you're going to pounce it. And you want to use a good bit of pressure on this. You want to see the bristles of the brush kind of extending. Let me see.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
So you see how they're kind of like
do you have
out?
Moisture in that lid?
No, because I worked with such a small amount of moisture, it's all dried up now.
Okay.
If there is moisture in it, just give it a little swipe with a paper towel or whatever.
So you don't want moisture on this application. You want moisture on the first.
Yeah, because I want this more of like a really smoke appearance. This is just a really, really, really light appearance here. And then you come right underneath your lashes, and then you just pounce it all the way along that lash line, all the way underneath.
Ooh, that
like
looks
that.
pretty.
But
That
see
looks
just the
pretty.
difference in the two.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make my eye look smaller. It makes it the focal point of the picture. So
Now,
if
do
you
you
know you're
go
going to
all
be,
the way in? I noticed you go all the way in. There used to
Mhm.
be like a season where we used to do just a half the eye, and there was just so
Yes.
many different looks.
And there used to be a time when we believed that the bigger the hair, the closer to God. And we used to use a lot of Aquanet too.
You
So,
are heavenly then.
the higher the hair, the closer to Jesus. I was born and raised in the South. And that was definitely one of our mottos. Yeah. So we've come a long way. And you know what? There are some eye shapes that the half line looks absolutely beautiful on. Anyone who has a very small amount of brow, the half line looks better because you don't want to just bring that eye so far forward that it looks like you're completely bald there.
Yeah.
Someone who has really, really big eyes, they have very circular eyes or a bigger eye socket. You don't want to encompass the whole thing. I want everything to kind of look like an almond. And so that's why you do half of the line. It's a little bit of an optical illusion to close in that open space of the eye. So that's why some people do half, some people do a whole, but
we need to be aware that if it looks good or not, and there needs to be some form of blending. Now, Karen has a question. She says, do all the shadows have a shimmer?
No, the one that I'm working with today is hot chocolate. It does not have a shimmer. Tawny does not have a shimmer. Mulberry wine, Simply Sage. I'm trying to. We have over 40 colors. So,
and I love your blushes too. They're so beautiful. My favorite is so Egyptian sand. Love that Egyptian sand.
Me too. And Egyptian sand is not a sparkly color.
No.
So yes, we do have plenty of matte colors. So I'm just going to go over here to this eye and finish my little smudge look. So again, we're just kind of like pouncing that all along the lash line right there, all the way to the edge of the tear duct. So there's a little bit of light there, but you can.
I like it. It looks really nice. I think I'm going to do that today after the show. So I wanted to ask you, when I do like my eyeliner, it seems like it's finding its way, and I find it in like it's like we call it sleep in your eye. So is that normal?
That is normal because eyes are self-cleaning. So when you walk outside, if you have any type of allergy, any type of sensitivity to anything, your eye is going to produce a tear to clean it out. And so whenever you have anything that is near your tear duct, it is going to stick to that. And that is how it coagulates there in the tear duct. That is what that's from. That's your eye and your body's natural response to outside factors that are causing it to clean.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So how do you make your eye, because I used to do like the lighter color on the bottom, and then I would do the darker, but kind of like as I've gotten older, I like to do the darker and then the lighter on the outside. I don't know if that's just, a mood I'm in or what. What do you recommend for Razzle-Dazzle?
Okay. So for Razzle-Dazzle, my favorite thing to do is to do a highlight underneath the brow, like you see on me right now. And then I do a medium right on the brow bone. And then I do a dark right there in the crease. And then I do another light right on the pupil of my eye, just to kind of really pull that forward. So for a really advanced smoky eye, I like to use 3 to 4 colors to get that. But my light on top, light on the bottom, and then shades of darkness in between to create that depth.
Okay. And for the, so what if we didn't want, maybe it wasn't is a nighttime makeup different than the daytime makeup?
Yeah, so a nighttime eye is simply just more of a darker color. So like, let's say that I was taking this eye that I have right now from day to night. So from day to night for me would look like grabbing this little brush right here. I would dip it into the hot chocolate because I don't want to change any of my colors. So I picked my minerals up. I'm pouncing them off. I'm going to pounce them right there in the lid. And I'm
pouncing a lot. Pounce, 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 pounce.
Like a, yes, I was going to say I'm like a little leopard. Pounce. Do leopards pounce? I hope they do. And so then I would put that in the crease right here, and I would rock it back and forth right there just to deepen this just a little bit. And then I would bring it all the way around to really bring and amp up that eye. And then I would close the crease right here with a little bit of a triangle, just the bottom part of it there. And so that is how I would take this look from day to night. Nice. You amp up your accent dark color. So you can see the difference in the two eyes here. So this one, whenever I'm looking like this one kind of like pops a little more forward towards you, whereas this one's just more subtle. The same colors.
Yep.
But the depth looks completely different because I have defined the eye more with the extra dark color. And again, I used hot chocolate today for the crease.
I don't have hot chocolate.
I've
got Swiss cocoa.
Oh yeah, Swiss cocoa is another one of my favorite crease colors. Yes. You can do that same thing with Swiss cocoa. That is one of the most beautiful warm browns, and it goes with everybody's skin tone.
Yes, and then I have Smoky Mama or Smacky
Mama. Yeah, Smoky Mama. Yes, Smoky Mama.
Magnifying
glass. You are too funny. Yes, Smoky Mama is so beautiful, and that is like the most perfect smoky eye too. And so you do all of those colors the same. You dip you pick up the minerals with your brush. You pounce off the excess right there into the lid, and then you pounce it into the bristles, and then you start on that outer third of your eye. And this is going from day to night, and you're just darkening your crease. And you rock back and forth, and you bring it all the way to the end, and then you sweep it all the way in. Because you want it a little heavier and darker on the outside 2/3 of your eye and lightest on the inner third of your eye. And then at the very, very end, we just come over to the edge, and then we just kind of round out that triangle. So nice. I roll the brush like this just a little bit to roll and create the closing of that triangle. So that is how you take your look from day to night.
I like it. I like it. What about the lips? Because we have some colors on the lips. We have the clear colors. We have the stains. And so somebody took my burgundy.
Listen, I've got burgundy right here. Was it me?
I'm coming over. I'm coming over, and I'm playing with the Keep Me Safe Organic girls.
Yes, please do.
And I'm going to meet your grandma.
Yes, you get to meet my granny. She's so sweet. I'm so excited she's here.
Okay.
So, yeah. So for me, what I love to do is I love to use either the citrus, the coconut, or the unflavored as like a primer, so to speak, underneath. And then because I am a moisture addict, I'm like, let's keep these lips looking as young as possible. And the secret to that is moisture, moisture, moisture. So I'm using burgundy. I'm like,
my favorite
raisin. Because I'm thinking like when a raisin dries up, it gets all wrinkly, and that's what happens to our skin. But I am sweeping on burgundy right here. So
very
you can
pretty.
see what a beautiful color it is. Burgundy and Merlot. Those are my two favorite colors. Merlot, is that what you have on today, or do you have on Cabernet?
You know, I have a combination.
Yeah. Mix it. I love when you mix it up. Yes. Listen, when you mix Merlot, Burgundy, and Champagne together, that's like the most beautiful, beautiful color. So
yes. And so what about the gold? You have the gold color. It's the holiday season. Where would you put the gold?
You would put the gold as a highlighter. So you would put that like either right underneath your brow or right in the center of your eyelid as an extra pop of color.
Okay. Very good. Anybody have any questions? Is there anything else that you would like to share? Want to remind you guys again that there are some specials for Keep Me Safe Organics. Go to whenyounneedafriend.com and click on the Keep Me Safe Organics logo. And while you're there, enter code Lily10 and get 10% off your entire purchase. I'm so grateful to Keep Me Safe Organics for that opportunity to do that. So is there anything that you would like to share? We're off the air. We're having an intimate tutorial with our closest Facebook friends here right now. What would you like to add before we go?
I would like to just say, in this season of giving, to truly remember the reason for the season. Without the grace of God, we would not be here. So just remember the reason for the season and try to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And in the spirit of giving and being grateful, be giving and be grateful to all those around you, no matter what the circumstances.
I love it. I love it. I want to let you know, my viewing friends, my Facebook friends, that Keep Me Safe Organics is more than just a company that's keeping you safe from chemicals. And it's more than just a company that has beautiful quality makeup that is toxin free. They also offer an opportunity for all of you who would like to be ambassadors, or what is it that you call the people that decide that they want to start their own business?
Advocates.
Advocates. For some reason, that name just like flies out of my brain.
That's okay.
But advocates, if you want to become an advocate, go to whenyounneedafriend.com or call, Keep Me Safe Organics. Let them know that you saw Rebecca on the Lillian McDermott radio show, and you want to be a part of this vision to bring this. And what I love about the mission is to keep families together, to make income that you could be proud of, and create your own business. So that's one aspect of it. You can also, if you would just want to just save some money, go to Keep Me Safe Organics on my page, whenyounneedafriend.com. And is there anything else, Rebecca, that I'd like? Oh, Lily10, enter Lily10 and save 10% off of that. Anything else that you can think about, the purpose and the mission of Keep Me Safe Organics, where people can partner with you?
Yes. So you can partner with us in a variety of ways. And if you or anyone you know is looking to make safer choices, it is our mission and our vision to have the personal care industry as a whole become part of the health and wellness industry. That is our mission. We are striving to bridge the gap, because what you put on your skin, all of your personal care products, from what you're washing with to what you protect with to what you enhance with, it is part of your overall health and wellness. And it is our mission to merge the gap between those two industries.
And you're doing a lot with your million makeover movement. Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes.
And you're doing so much. So thank you so much, Rebecca. You are true to what you say. When you know better, you do better. And so thank you for that. And for those of you who have watched this video in its entirety, or just skip to the end because you wanted the tutorial from Rebecca Black, the Rebecca Black, then make sure you like me, you like and share it with your friends. Let people know that there's a company that not only, this is the last thing I wanted to say, it's affordable. It's affordable. I've spent so much money using makeup that was keeping my skin with toxicity. Even though I was doing everything I possibly could, eating well, removing my mercury, doing all this stuff, I still had that layer of protection that just wouldn't release it, because I was keeping on adding more insult to my skin, even though I was doing everything to release it. So way to go, Rebecca Black. And Kelly Bono, who could not join us today because she's trapped at Disney. And so let's keep ourselves safe this holiday season with Keep Me Safe Organics. So like this, share it, send it to your friends worldwide. And you can listen at whenyounneedafriend.com. And again, Lily10 and receive 10% off all the even extra specials. So thank you, Rebecca. Until
thank
we
you.
meet again, I'm so excited.
Yes.
You're so good. Okay, we'll say
thank
bye.
you.
I'm going to say goodbye to you guys on
Bye,
Facebook.
guys.
See you.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to stop the stream, which Ashley taught me how to do that.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to stop the recording. See ya.
Okay, bye.